You should look different than the rest of the world as a follower of Jesus Christ. You should be picking up your own cross daily. You shouldn't be saying, I'm a follower of Jesus, and you look the same as everybody else. You're caught up in the world just as much as everybody else. You have all the same worldly priorities and idols, the same as everybody else. What's different about you? And God sees right through that, right? Now, these next two verses I know really woke me up when I started reading through Matthew as an adult. And, it might be different for each individual, but for me, this is personally what I needed. And but either way, this should be very sobering for you. And sometimes I find myself thinking, is God trying to tell us that most people are going to hell? And think about it, right? If you went out here and just did a quick poll asking people if they think they're going to heaven, most people probably would say, yeah, I'm going to heaven. But what does Jesus say right here? Matthew chapter 7, verse 13 through 14. He says, enter by the narrow gate, for the gate is wide and the way is easy that leads to destruction, and those who enter by it are many. For the gate is narrow and the way is hard that leads to life, and those who find it are few. And let's go to verses 21 through 23. Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven, but the one who does the will of my Father who is in heaven. On that day, many will say to me, Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy in your name and cast out demons in your name and do many mighty works in your name? And then I will declare to them, I never knew you. Depart from me, you workers of lawlessness. Now, like I said, that should be extremely sobering for most of us. First time I read that, that just hit me like a freight train. And that's exactly what he's saying. Not everyone who calls me Lord, Lord will enter the kingdom. Just saying, yes, I believe Jesus is Lord, that's not enough. You have to actually do what he says to do. And it's not about being perfect, right? He knows we're not going to be perfect, but it's about fully surrendering your life to Jesus. Basically, he just wants you to take him seriously and stop casting him to the side and putting everything else before him. No, God needs to be forefront in the center of your life. Jesus should be your best friend. Jesus, he wants to be a part of every aspect of your life, not just when it's convenient. And I want you to be, a part of this part of my life, but not the other. Right? We don't have that fear of the Lord in today's